German sips with a grin so wide. Pogs on the table can't hide his pride. Creator in the corner starts to glare. Madness sparks and hate fills the air. Stack 'em high, a tower of luck. Germans winning, it feels like pluck. Alice Matt's fury, a brewing storm. Visions of pogs in every form. Pogs are spinning, tables turning. Alice Matt's eyes with fierce fire burning. Germans' laughter echoes loud in a world that's pog-bound proud. Matt sees and he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. And he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Alas, mud fumes can't take no more. Pogs and slammers hit the floor. It's not about the game you see. It's about what fun could be. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann.
Testing 1 2. There we go. Okay. I didn't say anything important, so don't worry. I was just saying hail to the chat. Hail to the chat. I noticed the rings on my icon did not show up. That's why I didn't go on camera yet, because I wanted to make sure I can see the icons before I go on camera, because I won't see the icons if I went on camera. So this is good. This is very good. We are so far batting 100. And yes, I'm batting 100. I don't care what anybody says, because guess what? Guess what? I'm monetized now. That's right. I can get super chats. So now if I get $1.99, I've met my goal for today. That's right. I'm going for a whole $1.99 today. Let's see if it happens. My good friend Master Panda's in the chat. How's it going? Great to see you here. KS says a super chat. About damn time. Oh, by the way, also way to be a sellout. Listen, I heard you on stream on LRJ last night. I heard you on stream, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, but still, Jabba's. Oh wait, Jabba's in the chat. Wait. Hold on. I can't read his chat yet. I can't read his chat because I have to play his intro. Okay, there we go. His intro. Okay, so he says, who the F is Per Berg? You don't know who Per Berg is? How can you say you're here and not know who he is? Well, we call him by Narwhal, so you probably didn't know his real name was Per Berg. But that's him. Yes, we're going to be talking about him tonight. And I will get deep into why him tonight. I mean, we all kind of know why, but it goes deeper than that. So before I get into that, JV says, I'm not going to be able to make it live. I'm exhausted. Good night. Oh, you did the fandom reject thing where you just come in, say hi, and leave? Oh, okay, fine. Be that way. Be that way. you won't be missed. But they'll be that way. I don't care. Anyway, Helmet says in the unrelated news, peanut head dogs are listen. You leave my therapy dogs alone. They're part of my life and happiness. How dare you? Yes, you were like a son. Ellie says, wait, is Per Berg here? Or is this the Community review? So this is, you have not been to my Indie Comic Outliers. We're doing an Indie Comic Outlier streams, and Narwhal, aka Per Berg, is the subject today. And for those that are wondering, I've spoken about him in past Indie Comic Outlier streams, but this is his first one dedicated to him. And we'll talk about that, why it's relevant. But going down the chat, Bear says, hey guys, Elasmat, how's it going? I don't like pogs. Don't put that upon me. I hate when people misrepresent me. I really hate that. Don't misrepresent me. I'm important in this community. I really am. Oscar says, Asmat is D-Man and KSS is D-Boy. Oh, wow. There's so much in this chat. There's so much in this chat. This is deep. This is very deep. Wow. Helmet says, it's called Aunt Man, not Aunt Jemima, D-Tard. I'm sorry. Now that I said Aunt Jemima, it's in your head and you can't get it out. You can never not hear it now. When you hear that part and he goes, Aunt Jemima, you can't get it out, Helmet. I put it in there. I did that. That's all me. Massive Pandas, I had this on my pull list, but I haven't picked it up yet. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so guys in the chat, those of you that went to your local comic shops, let me know because I saw it on Twitter. A few people put it on Twitter. So have you gone to comic shops and has Vatican City been sold out? Because I'm seeing it in many places that Vatican City has been sold out in the comic shop, which is unheard of I haven't heard about this much excitement about a comic in the comic shop since issue 1 of the recent Transformers comic. So that's actually a good thing, right? It only adds to the conversation about quality in our comics, which is what started CG in the first place, which is the issue of quality in our comics and less propaganda and more good storytelling. My dear lady Shadowband says, hail Elasmats. Hail to the chat, she says. Hail to Lady Shadowband. Let's go down to the chat. Of course. You can't not be here, right? I didn't ask about you, Carol. I didn't ask about you. I really did not. Like, I'm just having a good time and smiling and enjoying the chat. And you got to come in and be a party pooper. Well, I'm going to keep my eye on you tonight, Carol, because you're not going to ruin this party. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very good. So you're not going to ruin it for me tonight. I'm just not going to let you. So I'm here. I'm not booming nothing. What are you talking about? I'm not talking nothing. Scroll down here, scroll down. If this stream sucks, please call. What is that number? 866-347-20423 and file your complaint. Complain about what? I'm tolerant. You can't complain about me. Wait, hold on a second. Wait. Hold on. I gotta do this on camera. Wait. I gotta do this on camera. Hold on. Wait, am I on camera? Nope, I'm not on camera. Even though it's showing that I'm on camera, but I'm not on camera. Hold on. Let me get this. There we go. So now I'm camera. Okay, now we gotta go back to the USB because I like that angle better. There we go. Okay. It's happened. I'm relevant again. I'm relevant. I'm finally important. I mean something to the community. I did it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's happened. It's finally happened. I can't believe it. My first super chat. Oh, God. It's finally happened. My first super chat. Oh, God. Is that what this feels like? This euphoria? This is what it means to get a super chat? Holy fuck. Hold on. I feel better. Comments dated. I feel better. So it looks like I got a $10 super chat from Ellie, the final metamorphosis. Those words came out of my mouth. They came out of my mouth. I said it. I finally said it. Ellie, congratulations. You have become the first in this channel to put down a super chat. You will now go down in the annals of history, in the Beast Citizen World Warrior Drake history, as the first super chatter in the Last Mad Films channel. So thank you. Hold on, one more trick. For $10, he says, I will never super chat you. Never. Oh, already? We just bonded. We just bonded. What the hell? I was just going to introduce you to my lady now. Now you cut me off? Look, I promise you, I'm good for your brand. I promise you. I'll say yes.
Bear has a request.
Oh, wait, hold on. Don't go. Wait. What's the Wait, did you just go ahead of the chat? Is that why? Look, guys, if you're gonna hit violence on me, you gotta pay me because these dentures, these well, geez. Anyway, wait, $2 from Oscar say just quack. You gotta make me these words. So this is what it's come down to. I gotta get paid to read these abusive words. Really? This is not right. I still haven't put all the intros yet. Let me scroll down. Allows that you sold. No. Listen to me, Colin. Listen to me very carefully. I worked hard to get to this point. I belong here. I'm important. I'm a community influencer. I belong here. See, I'm a threat to you people. That's what it is. I become a threat. Why? Because I get $2? I'll be lucky if I get a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts for $2. Let me have this moment. Let me have it in Allah's faith. I mean, I'm saying, Colin, I appreciate your comment, and it will be reviewed by the HR department, and we will get back to you in the appropriate time. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Carol, no, don't do this. Do not do this, Carol. Do not do this. Do not send any money to that woman because she's going to just take that money and go down to North Carolina in June when I go to Heroes Con in North Carolina. She's going to come and throw tables at me. Do not do this because I will not be Shane Davis to her Dan Fraga. That will not happen. I want to sell comics in peace. My love, lady shut up and threw $5. So she says, I would just like to say to my love that duck, why? I mean, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Lord Raptor says, almost like nobody watches the damn show. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Why are you fighting? Well, actually, you know what? You can fight with Carol. That's fine. I allow Lord Rap to fight with Carol because she needs to get fought with people. So I'm cool with that. That's perfectly fine. Let's see here. Filters on. I don't have filters. This is me. Look, I don't have filters. Look at me. I don't wear makeup. I don't even wear makeup. This is all me. It's all me, baby. All me. So I'm already behind in the chat. Let's see here. So, okay. Value says congratulations on the last match. Well, thank you, Value. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Just don't super chat me abuse, please, because I actually want to spend the money. I don't want to spend it on medical bills. Kia says, congrats on your first super chat, Alice. Last match. Also, how could you be a sellout, Luke? You leave Luke Stone out of this. Luke Stone created from my comic. He's a good man. I will not let you speak a negative word on Luke Stone, KSS, even though you are the Emperor of the Sun. But still, I can't let you do that. I'm not letting you do that. So I can't. I just can't do it. Fiona Wolf says, I picked up the phone, internet, one of the bills to help my mom out. Well, hopefully everything's going well with you. I appreciate that. Oh, no. Java the Cuck from $2 says, oh, no, not $2. It's £2. £2. £2? Yes. Get a haircut. It's getting too long. Leave my hair alone. Listen to me. It's fashionable. Why you body? See, now the thing about this super chat thing is people are going to pay me to body shame me. That's not right. It's not cool.
I better finally get a steak.
It's coming. Once I hit the $100 threshold, it's coming. But still, it's what? Oscar is for $2 for two. I think it's Australian dollars. Slap him again. Oh crap. No, don't do it. Please don't do it.
Wait, who asked?
It's Oz. He wants throwing $2 to please. Oh, fuck
He
me.
did pay for it.
Fuck me. No, please, just it's not hard, please. Not.
I'm sorry.
Not hard.
Sorry. They requested.
Ah, fuck.
Deep in the inky graveyard, dark as the night, there among forgotten pencils, a duck takes flight. Al is not the history, duck tells us forgotten tales about creators long lost in a cabinet frail. He's been putting in a mile of research. He quacked lift up every flock perch. This Irishman aggressively knows his stuff. He's here to share the truth without a bluff. Duckman, oh Duckman, extolling the dead. Duckman, oh Duckman, what's got in your head? Simmons, Emerson, Panther, and Ray, ancient artists surviving off of vodka and Bengay. Alice Mack, duck of the Indies, Malin's favorite theft. He knowledge of comics far off the old rap. He swims out of the lanes to find hidden bayous, strange creators, and obscure adult new. Duckman, oh Duckman, extolling the dead. Duckman, oh Duckman, what's got in your head? Simmons, Emerson, Panther, and Ray, ancient artists surviving off of vodka and Bengay. So hang with the clockers deep in the comic graves. See Alice Matt's treasures, the sort that he craves. Do you know about these guys and do you care? A Duck Lord is willing and he's got plenty to share. Duckman, oh Duckman, extolling the dead. Duckman, oh Duckman, what's got in your head? Simmons, Emerson, Panther, and Ray, ancient artists surviving off of vodka and Bengay. Alice Matt should be quite congratulated. Do not Mallard shun. He's busy peeking into the facts. Don't wig in him while he's hunting for snacks. For snacks. Duckman, oh Duckman, extolling the dead. Duckman, oh Duckman, what's got in your head? Simmons, Emerson, Panther, and Ray, ancient artists surviving off of vodka and Bengay. Alice Mack to be quack gratulated. Do not Mallard shun. He's busy peeking into the facts. Don't wig in him while he's hunting for snacks. Duckman, oh Duckman, extolling the dead. Duckman, oh Duckman, what's got in your head? Simmons, Emerson, Panther, and Ray, ancient artists surviving off of vodka and Bengay.
Oh, fuck. I mean, Drop the Cup for £2 says, treat yourself to some soggy bread on me. That sounds kind of offensive. I don't know, but I think it's a cultural thing with you, and it sounds very offensive. Is that alas sellout or alas sellout? Is that Italian? That's what I need to know. If it's an Italian thing or because alas sellout does not sound good. Alas sellout doesn't sound as bad, but still, I don't know. Oz Great Sage for another $2 says, potato cam for a peanut head. What's wrong with my USB? This is a great angle because this way I can look professional looking at the screen and reading y'all's chats and not looking at the camera, because if I look at the camera, it looks unprofessional. That's why I have the camera there to look at me, and look, it makes sense to me. That's all that matters. Anyway, Jolly says, just picked up my copy of Vatican City. Wish it had more racism. Can never have enough racism. So yes, I 100% agree. KSS for $2. He says, here's $200. You sell. Hey, listen, I see a decimal point between the 2 and the 0. I may be colored, but I can do math. I can do math, KSS. I know what it says. I can do math. Damn, what? You feel good typing that, don't you, Bear? I bet you feel good typing that. I bet you do. But you know what? You're not going to phase because I win. I'm a winner. I'm a champion. I know I am. I just do. Wait a minute. Okay. $3 from Lord Raptor Jesus. Hippie character in tactical gear does tactical finding maneuver hand. Wait a second. That's not a $3 chat. You can't get that over me. I saw you typing that in there. You may have fooled me once, but Lord Raptor, but you ain't gonna fool me again. Okay? Because guess what? EBT cards don't translate into digital currency. I don't think they do. Maybe they do, but I don't know. I never got one, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, but it just happens. It just happens. Oh wait. Oh yeah, Lady Shadowband is a little upset with Lord Raptor. So yes, it's a thing. Wait, is that super sticker jacking it? What? Super stickers. Oh yeah, it's a thing, right? You get super stickers, I suppose. I don't know, but I never had one. But hey, I guess it's a thing. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Michael Deach for $5. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. He says, trying to figure out the super chat thing. Am I doing it right? Yes, you are doing it right. And then when YouTube takes out their like order percentage, I'll be looking to buy a bag of peanuts. So I didn't say peanuts. I didn't say strike from the record. Please strike it from the record. I didn't say that. That did not come out of my mouth. Those words did not come out of my mouth. Job of the Cub for another £2. What are you doing to me? Why does your AI song sing about enough of the Ben Gay? That's Berkman. The great Berkman did that song. So shout out to Berkman. I took his video because his video just had the still pictures. So I took those still pictures to do it to an AI and made them animated. And there we go. Beautiful magic, poetic magic happened. So shout out to Berkman, but I didn't write the song. So leave me out of this. I just play the song. I play it. You guys comment on it. You critique it. I don't know. It just happens. It just is what it is. Looks like I'm caught up in the chat. So shout out to all you guys in the chat so far. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love so far. And okay, there she goes with the table throwing. There you go. Of course. If you're new to the stream and you have not backed a copy of Beast Citizen Road Warrior Drake, the URL is right there. RoadWarriorDrake.com goes to the Film and Comic store page for Beast Citizen Road Warrior Drake. You can also get the first book in the series, Street Champion Road Warrior Drake. For the backers who backed it already, Beast Citizen is currently in the printers right now. I just gave my print guy to go ahead and format the pages so that it fits within the size of the book. So I'm hoping to have a proof copy either by tomorrow or next week. Once I get a proof copy, you guys get the pictures. And once I approve of it, then it's going to get printed all in time for the end of April so that I can start fulfillment. So I'm very excited about that. This Sunday, I'll be at a drive-in theater doing tabling for a movie. They're doing Candyman at my drive-in theater. So I'll be selling copies of Street Champion Road Warrior Drake. Did I offend? Wait, I'm trying to shield there. I'm trying to shield. Did you offend Lady Shadowban again? Oh, well, still. Be nice and kind. Kindness sells. Professionalism sells. Respect makes a lot of money. That is my mantra. I'm going to push through with that mantra because that can only bring you up. And we have seen proof of that with our outlier today, Per Berg, aka Narwhal. Bear, I'm not sensitive. I'm trying to start the stream, Bear. Stop this. Don't start right now. I'm trying to start the stream. Let me start the stream. It's going to happen. With or without your participation, it's going to happen. KSS says, I changed my avatar for this stream. Now that I look at it, it doesn't look Luis Guzmani. Hey, wait a second. Oh, I see. That's the avatar of me being Frankenstein, right? That's what you did. That drawing you did? Oh, maybe that's what it is, right? Right, exactly. Exactly, KSS. Well, guess what? Since you stepped into the arena, ever since you appeared on Lord Raptor's stream last night, and now you're in the arena, guess what that makes you? It makes you a creator. And now that you're a creator, what was I going with that? I don't know. I was going to go somewhere with that, but I forgot, so never mind. Doesn't happen. Doesn't matter. We have another super chat. Oh, Yellow Flash. Thank you, Yellow Flash, for $20 from Yellow Flash 2. Yes, Yellow Flash kicked me in the ass in my last stream, so I finally did it. I got monetized. I didn't think I would. Honestly, I didn't think I'd get monetized, but I did. So here I am. So thank you for the 20, Yellow Flash. I appreciate that. Yellow Flash is coming out soon with the Golden Patriot comic with Dillard. So that's coming out soon. So be on the lookout for that. Guidance, I bet Norwell regrets not having to show for backers every second on stream. I'm sure he does. Yes. I feel bad for your skin condition. Being pale, white, brown man. I'm not pale. It's the light. The light makes it because it's shining right at me. It's right there. Look, it happens. Okay, I'm not a plumber. I'm not a designer. I'm not an architect. It happens. What do you want me to do? I just live here. I can't control what is in the house and where they're at. I can't do it. I can't do it. Candace says, Per Berg, are we going to talk about his biography? Will we discuss when he wrote 8? No, we're going to talk about the artist Narwhal, who started in our ranks. And you've heard me talk about Narwhal in previous Indie Comic Outlier streams. And I even compared him to the cartoonist Al Hirschfeld. You know who Al Hirschfeld is. He did a lot of strips for the New Yorker magazine, among other things. His style was very expressionistic in their characters' movements. And we talk a lot about expressionism, even in the spooky community reviews that I'm now doing on Mondays. When we discussed the Cabin of Dr. Caligari, we talked about expressionism. Well, what is expressionism in comics? Well, when the characters are very flexible in their movements, so they're not really stiff, but the way they're posed just immediately it expresses movement, dynamic movement. Jabba's, I accept you into the white. Okay, well, here's the thing. You should have already accepted me. You should be tolerant. You should be all about the unita. You should be diverse. So I should have been accepted, but I guess money talks, right? Money talks. Wait, guys, I don't think he's read a single Narwhal book, so I don't know what he's going to talk about. Oh, really? Oh, well, guess what? Guess what? I have a copy of Grand Prix #1, one of 6. And I have read the book, and it is a pretty interesting story. Of course, it ends on like not a cliffhanger, but you definitely have to get the other 6 parts to get the fullness of the story. But it's a good introduction, and the characters are pretty interesting. And of course, I took note of the panels and their dynamic pacing, the angling of it. Very storyboard-esque, but the colors. The thing I noticed is that, well, let me get you a good page. Let me find a good page, and let me get the other camera so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh, this is a good page. Let me change cameras for a second so you guys get the better camera. But this page is an example of how the colors, the right colors, complements his work. Because, and we'll show it in a little bit, but when you have really bad colors on the Narwhal line work, it really betrays the maturity of his line work. And yes, I'm going to say maturity because he's not just drawing characters. He's not just drawing the story. He's animating it. The way that the characters are posed, there's animation, and people don't really, they can't explain it at first, but that's what's going on. It's a narration that's happening. And we're going to see some examples of that from his other works too. Notice me. I don't need him to notice me. I was second place in my contest against him on Dark Gift's Cockfight. I went second place. So I have authority. I have a clout. I have influence. So eggs on your face, pal. And like I said, I've talked on him before. But let's be honest. This week saw the release of Vatican City. Let me go to the Dark Horse website. Actually, I should share a screen, right? Let me share a screen. I'm going to take my camera off for a second. There we go. And let me share the screen from Dark Horse's page on their announcement of Vatican City. And here it is right here. That's the cover. All right. Here's some examples of the interiors. You can see how the coloring does it complements the line art. It really helps with the expressionism. Okay, there we go. I guess I should. There we go. Okay. This is a good one too. I don't know why it doesn't let me crawl up, but actually I should do. Let me just hit reset, I guess. No, it won't let me crawl up, so I gotta keep it this way. But look at the expression of the faces. See, this is where he excels. Is how he dynamic he makes the faces. I'm not on stream, am I? I should be on stream. Oh, there we go. Okay, there. Now it gets me better. Narwhal's a creator like you, says KS, like me, says KSS. Yeah. Well, no. Well, he hasn't been on LRJ stream, so you have that at least. KSS also says, when they're flexible in their movements, what kind of movements are we talking about here? Oh, wait, we're not talking about poop. I have no words for that. I hear him trying to be important. I'm trying to analyze his work and trying to explain some of his techniques, and you want to just bring in scat. You want to bring in scat to the conversation. Well, KSS, I disavow you. You may be the emperor of the slums, but I disavow you. I disavow you. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's right. Lady Shadowbell is mad because of that Katie did song that you did with the Jolie parody. Dude, you had to have heard her when she heard it. It's like, what the hell is that? And then, yeah, so
You got to listen to me for 5 minutes.
I did. I had to listen to her for 5 minutes ranting about how you bastardized Dolly Parton's Jolene. So I don't know. But I survived though. I am a survivor. But let's go down more. Jabba says, second place didn't get you to work with Mark Millar, did it, loser? Listen to me. You listen to me, Jabba. My time is coming. I took a step up. Oh wait, speaking of which, since we're talking about cockfight, the cockfight. Let me expand my camera for a second because I didn't know this till the other day, but Lady Shadowband showed me this caught me off guard. Well, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. It kind of caught me off guard, but she apparently she was the winning bidder of Narwhal's drawing from the cockfight. Let me show the other camera for this so you guys can see it. So she was the winning bidder for that. I didn't even know that. Oh no, wrong pick. I'm sorry. This one. Here we go. So yeah, this is the drawing that he did on the cockfight stream against me, where he came in first place and I came in second place. So you can see where he drew Road Warrior Drake in the page. That was some pretty good rendition of my profile pic.
Yeah, it's hard to see. That's a little better. There's something, but you know what? I'm gonna get off of my computer because it's freezing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just hoping that it should be okay. Right. So there we go. So that is the drawing he did, which I have in my possession. So maybe, just maybe, if I sell it, I can make money off it and pay my mortgage. So how about that, Jabba? How about that? I win. Okay, it says I voted for Elasma in that cockfight. Oh, I thought Elasma drew a great picture of Captain Planet. That wasn't Captain Planet. That was not Captain Planet. That was Isom. I thought it was Captain Planet. That was Okay, well, never mind. I thought I listen. You know what? I don't get any support from you guys. Even though every time I take a step up, I don't get any support from you. A guy who says Midtown Comics near me still has it. Looks like another store. It didn't come up online. Okay, I guess. There you go. Let's see here. Colin says gross. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what that means. Frame rate. Oh, that's, you mean okay.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like lagging.
Okay, so.
The picture was hard to see.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah. All right. Well, there we go. I'll try it again. Let me try it again. Honestly, I really think it's the Streamlab because I don't seem to have this problem with. I've never had this problem with StreamYard.
On my computer with the internet.
Okay, so let me try this again because I'm gonna try this again. So, how is this now? Let me increase the size. How is this now? Let me take down the. I will take down the. Let me find the. Okay, how is this? I don't know. I'm gonna find out. You guys can see it.
I think that's better.
Okay, yeah. So it's probably the. Yeah, so it's, the overlay definitely. When I put the camera on, it does do that, I guess. So. There we go. How about Jabba says, what did Jabba say? How about showing the drawing to who can actually see the art? Well, I am promoting it, so at some point I can get to that point. So yes. So that's what I'm doing. Well, that's way better. Okay, a bit better. There we go. All right. So see guys, I learn. I am learning in real time. See, I'm growing. Angels of the Resistance says, "What is up, Elasma? How you going, Ray? How are you doing?" A bit clearer. Okay, there you go. So there's Road Warrior Drake, and there's this is his rendition of Isom, of Eric Dry's Isom right there. I think it was yeah. And then what is that? That cat? I don't know what that cat is, but yeah, that's his rendition of Isom with a cameo appearance by Road Warrior Drake. So there we go. So I am part of the lexicon. All right, let me get my ass off camera, especially this camera because it's all up in my face. There we go, better. But now taking myself off camera, back to the art. There we go. So these are pages from Vatican City. Here is another one. Narwhal also does like to show a little gore and violence once in a while. He doesn't hesitate from it. Not that it's a bad thing, but he definitely doesn't shy from gore. And I do like a little violence, a little cartoony violence in my books. But $2 super chat from Colin Lambing. Thanks for $2. He says, "What is your favorite way to portray duck egg?" Oh. You know the sucky thing about super chats, right? Is now I got to read the words that will get me banned off YouTube. So now I got to read those words now. Even though I've avoided reading it, but now I got to read it. It really sucks. I mean, I guess it's the take the good with the bad, right? Or take the bad with the good. Saggy. Oh, is that what that cat was? Saggy face Shane cat. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, there you go. I drew a little myself, new in the manga scene. Oh, nice. Okay. You draw a little. Oh, you draw a little. Okay, cool. Well, welcome. Oh, and since you are new in the manga scene, Angels of the Renaissance, this stream is dedicated to you. And I'm going to tell you why. It's dedicated to you because what Narwhal went through, what Per Berg went through in the indie space, especially within CG, having a lot of people critique his art and saying he was no good and he wasn't up to par with the other guys. It shows the closed-mindedness, the short-sightedness of art in general in terms of various styles, various tastes. And also it shows the lack of understanding in terms of storytelling visually. Like it's not just one thing to draw nice. You got to make the characters emote. The action has to be clear in the panels of the comic. It has to be very clear what you're seeing, and Narwhal does a great job of that. And I think it gets overlooked by a lot of people. But his fans, who call themselves Nards, Narwhal's Nards. By the way, I did get followed today by a fellow Nard, so hail to the Nard who followed me. Appreciate that. On Twitter, of course, or X, whatever you want to call it. I still call it Twitter, but I guess it's really X. Yeah, he's got a fan base that calls themselves Narwhal's Nards, and they vouch for his art, and I do too. I totally see exactly what he's doing. Oh, Lord Raptor says, whatever happened to Aladdin versus Wenger cockfight? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I got to talk to DG about that. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on with that, and I won't push it if he's got stuff going on. But oh, okay, it's well, it's in the thumbnail. Vatican City. I'll show it in a second. It's going to show more pages in the book. Velaz May. That sounds sick. If Velaz May can't beat Wenger, then there's no hope for him. I'll beat him. So this is Vatican City. Let me go to the line art of the cover. So there you go. That's it. Just released yesterday. It's a collaboration between Per Berg, aka Narwhal, and Mark Millar for Dark Horse. Good with independent comic artists, different styles of art. It's actually Dark Horse is what introduced me to Mobius's art, I should say. So it was the first time finding about him through Dark Horse, through an ad in one of the Predator books. But yes, here's more of his interior work. And yeah, this is the type of coloring that works best for his style. Master Panda says, yeah, you're right about strong coloring. I feel like that cell shaded look, especially on the characters, looks really. Look, yeah, exactly. It's the cell shading. That's. I was trying to find the word for it, but you said it perfectly. It's the cell shading in the colors, and I'll get to the really poor examples of that in a second. I just want to focus on his strengths. But yeah, here's one of his most critically acclaimed books, Foreign Agent, and just show some examples of his art. Here's so again, his art is like storyboard art. In the way he designs the panel, the way how he uses the empty space on the right, made less empty by one object, but it's enough to tell the story. It's enough to really get your eyes focused on the entire panel. Your eyes are moving around the panel. This is similar to what Carmine Infantino used to tell me when I was in college regarding how to design a panel. You're not just drawing a panel, you're designing a panel. And sometimes your eyes doesn't catch it, but your eyes, when you look at a really well-made comic, your eyes are actually telling the story. Your eyes are moving the action, and it's because the way the panels are designed. There's actually a science to how panels are designed. It's similar to architecture. Like when you go to a church, for example, like a really old Gothic-style church, and you walk in, and you feel like an awe, like an immense presence in you when you walk into a church. And what I've been told by an architect is that that's deliberate, because when you walk into a really Gothic style church with insane architecture, it's designed to make you feel small and to make you feel like you're in the presence of something big. It's done by design. And in a way, it's similar to like comic style paneling where you're feeling something by how it's designed. Your eyes are at work, your eyes are traveling, and it's moving the action. This has always been one of Narwhal's strengths Per Berg strengths when it came to that. Here's the cover for Foreign Agent. Again, very, very expressionist. Some people criticize the line art, but it adds to the character of the people he's drawing. It really is part of it. A lawyer after being gay says he misses his winger. Okay, well, I'll put in a good word for you. I'll put in a good word. Kansas says, what does deity mean? Do I look like I review Russian hookers? Obviously, I don't. So, you're asking the wrong guy. Angels of the Renaissance says, I doodle a bit, dropping my second manga at the end of the month. Nice. Welcome. Dropping that manga. We got a $2, I guess, pound. Sorry, 2 pounds or two libras, I think, or something. I don't know. 2 euros. Oh, no, it's euros, right? Is it 2 euros? That's what it is. 2 euros. Okay. 2 euros from Helmet. He says, it's Entomon. Say it, Peanut Head. It's Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima. Wait, isn't Entomans a cookie? I think Entomans is a cookie in the United States. You know, I think it is. And I'm not a cookie. Okay, so the cookies are Entomin, but he's saying Enton Men, which is similar to Aunt Jemima. That's what I think is what it is. Aunt Jemima.
No, it is Entomon.
I'm the dreamer of the dream. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, you're right. Well, there you go. KSS is singing, take me down to the Vatican City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me? You know, this is actually a story. Okay, I'll tell a story. Since we're talking about Vatican City and pretty girls. If you guys have time and you really want to do some deep dives, look up the Banquet of the Chestnuts. You say, what's the Banquet of the Chestnuts? So there was an incident, and I forgot which pope it was. Let me find out. It was like during the, let me see. So the Banquet of the Chestnuts was one pope. It was Pope Alexander. Okay, Pope Alexander the Sixth. Okay. So Pope Alexander the Sixth. And these were accounts written by those that were there, in which they had an insane banquet of food and alcohol, hookers, and they described a scene of debauchery and crazy sex orgies and all that stuff. Yeah, that'll happen in Vatican City during Pope Alexander the Sixth's reign. The Banquet of Chestnuts. You should look at it. It's crazy. But KSS's rendition of the Guns N' Roses song kind of took me to that. So little bit of lore there. You guys should check it out. Let's see here. Let me scroll down a little bit because I don't get. My eyes are trying not to look, but they can't not look, Jabba. They can't not look. You're attracted to it and you know it. And now we got you on record being attracted to it and you love it and you like it, and that's great. Michael Deach says, I like how that gore is indistinctly drawn but robustly colored. It's organic looking. I think that's what it is. It's very organic looking. This is like Gothic architecture, says the job. I think you missed my point there. It's about design and how design affects you on an emotional level. In this case, it allows you to move the action because you're into the action. Aljamil 3 says, Per Berg and Iconic are having a great week. Have a great stream, Eliza. Well, thanks for coming, Aljamil. Appreciate that. And yeah, they are having a great week. Narwhal Per Berg is officially a comic pro. And he did it, overcoming the critical odds while being in CG, being told that his artwork was not good and he couldn't cut it. He was an amateur. Well, he is now producing books for Dark Horse Comics. This is still another drawing from Foreign Agent. He's not producing comics for Dark Horse. Let that sink in. That's not my name, Jabba. That is not my name. Say my name right. That's not my name. Composition is very important too. Yeah, that'll goes into design. The design includes composition and the action being told in the panel. All that is extremely important. It all combines into one effective panel that helps move the plot. I think he has ambience to his art, especially in Earthbound. Yeah, Earthbound, that's another great book as well. And I got to find Nosferatu because Nosferatu, I wanted to get it, but I was going through a little financial, not crisis, but a little financial challenge. Let's put it like that. So I had to minimize some of the stuff I was buying, and I wanted to get Nosferatu because I like the movie Nosferatu, the original. I haven't seen the remake yet, and I've heard conflicting reports on the remake, but it's gonna be one of those movies I have to see anyway, just to make my own decision on it. But here's an example. This is from this Nosferatu book right here. Check this out. Look at the contrast. Look at the contrast of the characters in the background with the beat setting all around. Shad Versity is not impressed with this. Oh, I hear he hates organic art. He's totally up AI's butt. And I'm not anti-AI, but if you're gonna say that you're an artist because you used AI, I'm gonna say you're a simpleton. And I was gonna use the other word, but I do want to keep it somewhat subdued. So I will say simpleton. Richie Dupe says the ability to express a feeling is lost in CG, where it's mostly about ego. Anything except for comics is what CG is about these days, and there is no conversation about the beauty and the techniques of comics, storytelling, inspiration. See, I stress inspiration, and I talk about this a lot. Inspiration, where if you're a comic creator and people come to see your streams, you want them to be inspired to buy your comic. And just having these like insane backroom shit coming out, these little like high school girl gossip, getting upset about shaking hands at a con, things like that, doesn't sell books. It may get super chats, you may get your views, but it doesn't inspire people to want to buy books. I would venture to guess that a lot of people that enter the space actually think comic books are weird. And they think we're weird. Well, yeah. Oliver 656 says, a lot of it is only accepting pesos, guys. Come on. I'm international. Oliver, I'm international. I am international, so I'll take it. Believe you me, I will take it. I'm tolerant and diverse. So it's okay. I will accept it. Guidance Zoom says, Earthbound's art, I think, works. And I'm sorry, words are hard. Earthbound's art, I think, works well because it's sci-fi, a whole alien universe. It fits with his alternative style. Just like Grand Prix. Grand Prix is also the same way. It is a sci-fi book, so that very unique expressive style really just gives it that, like, what, Sixth Sense. Not Sixth Sense. That's that other movie. No, Sixth Sense, that's the other Bruce Willis movie. What the heck was that movie? The Fifth Element. There we go. See, I got the numbers wrong. The Fifth Element. Fifth Element was a weird sci-fi movie, and Narwhal's art really adds to that weirdness in a sci-fi setting with his comics. So, Epic Fantasy says, "Hi, Lasman. I sent you an email. Okay, yeah, I got the email. All right, I haven't gotten a chance to respond to that, but I will at some point. So, but thanks for coming by. I appreciate that. Great having you here. Let's see. I changed my avatar to something more POC. No, you didn't. That's still my face. That's still my face. I am a POC, but that's still my face. You didn't change it. I would love to show you my scribbles. Well, I mean, put it on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, or X, if you still call it X. I call it Twitter, even though it's X, but still. Yeah, put it out there. Guys, if you're a comic creator, believe it or not, posting your art on your X does bring in engagement. That's how the mangaka do it. And I talked about this with one when we were doing. I did 2 streams on one, talking about his One Punch Man books and how he started out. And Ipatu, same thing. Ipatu would post his artwork online. He wouldn't interact with the chat. He wouldn't interact with people posting their comments or critiques on his art. It's a mangaka thing. They don't do the parasocial stuff like we do here in the States. They don't interact with fans because it's really just about putting your artwork out there and just building the anticipation and building the excitement over it. I think the less you talk to people, the less there is of a chance of you saying something stupid and having to back it, having to go back on it to no avail. So, yeah, that's what I would say to up and coming creators. It's a slow start, but here's the thing: you got to be in there for the long haul. A lot of comic creators, they go in expecting a big payday, and when they don't get it, they dip. This is a long-term strategy. Per Berg understood this. This is a long-term game. If you're going to be in the comic stuff, this is long-term. You're going to expect days, months, maybe years of just setbacks, not seeing things moving. It's going to happen, though, if you keep going. Like, the more you push, you will get to a point where you meet that right guy, like Per Berg did, and now he's out doing Dark Horse Comics. Helmet says, Narwhal's art is 100 with the Super NES game out of this world. We got to check that out. Absolutely. So, look, Lord Raptor, do not encourage KSS. For Allah's sake, don't encourage it. Please, just, I'm talking comics here. Shh. Don't encourage it. Don't encourage it. Guidance says, it reminds me of the PS1 game, Fear Effect, also. Fear Effect. Okay. Well, see, okay. So I'm glad that this is happening because his artwork is inspiring a memory in you guys. It's inspiring something you've seen before. It seems familiar, and therefore it's comfortable. And that's a good thing. So this automatically tells you that Narwhal's and Per Berg's technique does have legs, for sure, as you've confirmed it. The old Amiga game called Black and White. Well, it's fascinating that 3 different people brought up video games in the chat regarding Narwhal's art. So Dark Horse, not Horrors. Well, I guess in CG it's the same thing, but anyway, you didn't hear from me. Just saying. Jose Garcia says Narwhal is crazy fast too. Yes, he is. He's isn't it weird that you could actually be a comic creator and produce something in a good time and get the book out in a reasonable time? Isn't it crazy? How insane is it that some guys don't get that? And by the way, with the tariffs, and I know that Trump postponed the tariffs with China for a couple months, but man, when those tariffs hit, if you're getting your books printed in China, you're screwed. So if I were you and you're getting your books printed in China, I would start forming relationships with your local printer and start doing that and start making networks within the States so that you can keep your costs down. Because it's going to hurt a lot of folks that are getting their stuff printed in China. And I've always said that. I've said this for years. Form relationships with your local printer and let's build our economy from within. Especially in the indie circuit. Like, get some indie publishers involved. Build their business as they build yours. A little nepotism, I guess. But what do I know? I'm just an idealist. What can I say? Michael D says, I hope Narwhal's hero arc includes Vatican City being picked up by Netflix. You know, don't be surprised if Vatican City makes enough of a...
I'd watch it.
If it makes enough of a sound or noise, don't be surprised. Narwhal style absolutely fits with animation. And he did animation with one of his books. I think it was Foreign Agent, right? Let me see if there was animation, a trailer that was done for it. Yeah, the Indiegogo has the video privated, but one of his trailers had animation in it, and you see even clearer how his line work really pushes that motion in it. Massive fans, I wanted Narwhal's Nosferatu, but it was a bad timing. I had backed too many books by then. Plus, I was broke at the moment. Maybe I'll pick it up somewhere if I can find it. I know he has an eBay store, so you can get it from there. At some point, I'll get it, and I'm hoping it stays closer to the original movie, the 1922 movie. But you know, I think it will because the design of the vampire is close to that. So, Jabba says I'm anti-Elasme. Well, I don't know who Elasme is. I should hashtag it. Who is Elasme? Or rather, why is Elasme? Right? Right, Jabba? Does that make you happy? There, I gave you clout. I gave you a few moments of clout. You happy? You happy? There you go. Anti-Elasme. What? Anyway, Lady Shadowman says, thank you to the 36 watching. I appreciate that, guys. For those that are watching, thank you for watching. I totally appreciate that. But hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit the like button. And by the way, thank you to all of you that send me super chats. I appreciate that. Once I get to 100, then I can get paid. So hopefully, yes. So hopefully, I may not hit that goal today, but I'm off to a good start. So I appreciate you guys for that. Thank you very much for that. That's very, very awesome of you, and I totally appreciate that. No, Oscar, I know you're not a bot because you made me say some very hateful words in your super chat. So I know you're not a bot. You have feeling, and your feeling is full of hate. Let's see. Scroll down one to the chat. Oh well, look, another 2 pounds from Java. Wow, he's bleeding money at the expense of my sentience. He says, Norwell will design my Gothic church now, Elasme. Stop calling me Elasme. That sounds so cool. What is wrong with you? Seriously, why are you capitalizing on your typo? Elasme. Nobody in the chat call me Elasme. Do not call me Elasme. I forbid it. Don't call me that. Lucky for manga creators, Japan's manga consuming culture is massive. The comic scene in America is so small and pathetic that creators have to shuck and drive to do a bunch of bullshit. Well, let me push back on that a bit, Mass Panda, because there is a decent sized comic. They're not watching these and bothering and harassing women on smaller channels. No, they're not doing that. They're out in the bookstores, or they're like on Twitch or something. They're just watching, like, I mean, they watch their own little weird streams, but they're not active in the same type of toxic behavior that we've seen in CG and CG adjacent and all that stuff. So they're there. You just gotta get out of this bubble. YouTube and comics Twitter is pretty small, but there's a bigger audience out on Facebook and Reddit. So it's there, but it's not as prevalent in this space here. And again, you got to go out and do the cons and meet people. And again, listen, I'm watching the post on X, and they're talking about like these comic shops that carried Vatican City, and they're sold out. So the audience is there. It's there. It's just excitement. We need excitement. Tariffs up to 165%. Oh, they were 125 last night. They jumped up. Holy crap. Yeah, they jumped up. Yeah. So my word to comic creators is start making friends with your local printer shops here, because those costs are gonna jack you up. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna jack you up. Carol's asking, speaking of books in China, where's your book, Raptor? Yeah, where's your book? 125%. Well, Raptor, it's at 165 now. There you go. But yeah, Carol asked your question. Where's your books, Raptor? Why is China having your books? I don't know. Jose Garcia says, yeah, his style could easily fit something like Scavenger's Reign. You could put it in quite a few different types of stories. For sure. Yep, up to 165. Feed your kid. I do feed my kids. Absolutely. Them Chef Boyardee ain't cooking themselves, Java. So there you go. There you go. They ain't cooking themselves. So I have kids. What are you talking about? I have one kid. I have one kid, 4 step kids. What do you mean, well, kid? I'm a colored man. I reproduce. I multiply. Yes, I do. I don't care what anybody says. Trying to cover the evidence. What evidence? Evidence of what? Why is it when I'm trying to do a stream? Wait, we got a cover up story in the chat. Wait, who timed out? Who? Wait, what now? Who's trying to cover up what now? Coffee is fine if you're fasting. Yes, it is. 100%. That's why I'm drinking my coffee right now. Let's see now. Who's trying to cover what evidence? Did somebody get timed out in my chat? I hope not. Nobody timed anybody out. So there you go. Okay, it says hit the like button if they say something stupid and it ruins my experience. Why? Wait, who's that picture of? What the hell is that icon? Why are you teaching icons? Go back to that blackface with the smiley crookedness. Do that. Do that. Oh, wait. Jabba says look after your kids, Raptor. Oh, he's talking about Raptor. Oh, you need to look at your kids. Oh, because the witches? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the witches. Yeah, that happened. That happened. Okay. Let me scroll down. I'm back in the... I know that. I just caught the conversation. We got $2 from Oscar Sage. Thank you for $2. He says, let love win. Oh, quack. Okay, fuck me. Oh, he made me read that. Damn it. Damn it. Wait, Elasmo doesn't like be called Elasmate? What the hell? What is it with the ending vowels? You know, this is worse than the time when I was called Sebastian. I won't tell that story. That'd be another time. But yeah, so Nosferatu is the book that I definitely wanted to get. I'm sure I'll be paying like $80 for it or something when it comes out on eBay, or if it's out on eBay already. So it's kind of my fault for not getting it in time. but Narwhal benefits from the silent film, so he takes the visuals from that. And in one panel here, the middle panel in particular, if you ever see Nosferatu, they shoot day for night scenes. So the scene where Orlok is walking on the deck of the ship, I'm guessing it's the Demeter. That's that middle panel right there. In the movie, it was daytime, but it was meant to be nighttime. But Narwhal, taking advantage of the comic medium, now gives it the proper night background. That's awesome for that. Let's see here. That's awesome. Jabba's calling CPS on Lord Raptor, so it's over Raptor, so he's not going to be streaming anymore. So I'll be taking over the time slot soon, and I'll do my late night streams. There you go. So you guys won't miss a thing. That's where I need to be, says Massive Panda, because becoming a full-time YouTuber or a professional troll to sell my comic wouldn't be a good fit for me. Haha. No, it's not a good way to sell your comic. You want people to remember your books and the legacy of the books, not so much that you on a stream just being, silly, I guess, and just partaking in a struggle session, which Per Berg did not do. He wisely just stuck to making his books and talking about his books and the art of making comics and storytelling techniques. And look where he's at right now. So it does pay. It does help. It actually does have an end reward. Helen's in the chat calling out for her husband Jabba. So let me scroll down more. Just gonna skip a few chats. Carol throwing the tables as usual because she can't do anything productive. So Andrea Curry says, "Evening, Elasmat, Lady and chat." Thank you, Angela. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat here. LRJ abusing his wrench after complaining about his own chat. Shame on you. Oh, when he took away our wrenches. Yes. Wait. Yeah. There you go. Took away wrenches. Okay. Scroll down more. Oh, look who's here. It's Well Read. Okay. So Well Read. I have a bone to pick with Well Read because I'm gonna be on Well Read's channel tonight. So after I stream, we're gonna head over to Well Read's channel, and we're gonna talk about Joe Sontag's book, which I was just given today about it. I was just given the PDF, so I'm reading it. I should have it read before the stream starts. I'm halfway done. So there you go, halfway done, and we're gonna be reviewing Joe Sontag's book in his channel tonight. And I won't tell you about it because I'm gonna save my thoughts, but when I go on Well Read's channel and we talk about it. So, but I will say this though. Reaper Destroyer does visually look like a good book. I'll give more of my thoughts on it at the actual review, but you're gonna head on there after the stream, and then we'll have a great old time of comics talk between this stream and Well Read's channel. So tune in for that. He timed out his own starving son. Wait, Raptor timed out his son? And don't call me Lasme. I'm an advocate for Raptor kids. You know that. I was timed out in Raptors chat for defending the Raptors. So yeah, I know. I'm all for the Raptors. Wow, Carol went extra with the symbols. Damn. Wow. Oh no. Oh, there he is. It's Raptor's son. I wanted to use the pixel avatar, but then Dad said no and threw lit cigarettes at me, so I'm stuck with. Oh, don't bring abuse to my channel. Don't do that. Take care of your son, Raptor. Take care of your son. You can't hide behind racism. Only I can do that. Can't do that. Take care of your son. See, you're making enemies now. Lady Shadowband says, after what he did to Dolly last night, I didn't think he could sink lower. Ooh, fudge. Wow. Here I am talking about Per Berg, and you guys are bringing up this salacious crap in my chat. I'm so behind, too. Hold on. Let me go back a little more. Yes, I am behind. Yes, I'm behind. I know. I see it. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, $2 from Osgreat Sage. He says, let love win. Did you just type that in? Quack. Helmet says, I'm rooting for Narwhal, even though the art isn't my cup of tea. And yes, that's possible. Oh, yeah, it's absolutely possible to feel good for someone objectively. So, yes, absolutely. So, oh, wait. Lord Raptor has an official statement. He says, how the F is my son the same size as me? It's possible, Raptor. It's possible. Anyway, couldn't even be creative and use the pixel version. Ain't no kid of mine. My statement. Thank you, Peanut. Oh, did you just put a peanut icon on me? You did, didn't you? So I got 40 people watching, and they're talking about Lord Raptor's drama in the chat. You know, you guys take care of your family business. Take care of your family business. So, yeah. So this is straight out from the silent film version of Nosferatu, as I talked about. So this is great that he put in the nighttime shots. Here's a alternate cover for Nosferatu. Again, the design and the perspective as well. He does perspective pretty good. So scroll down more. Let me see here. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. 43 people watching. Wow, if you guys can hit that like button, I appreciate that. So I'm just going to skip a few of the chats because I'm behind, but I'm going to try to catch the relevant ones. Okay. Oh, we have Angela Curry for $5. Thank you for the super chat, Angela. She says, to the most undeductless duck in CG. Oh, okay. I see what you did then. I appreciate that. See, Angela, I appreciate that. You try to be racist, but you minimized it by changing the words. So I appreciate that. That's meta of you. Awesome. So I'm gonna do it respectfully, exactly as it's typed. To the most undeductless duck in CG, hail and congrats to getting monetized. Thank you for doing this deep dive on Narwhal. I'm a Nard to cheers. Yes, hail to the Nards. If you're a Nard watching, hail to you. But yeah, all the Nards, this is your victory because you understood Per Berg, you understood his style and technique, and you pushed him far enough to get noticed by some important people in the industry. And now he's doing comics for Dark Horse with Vatican City, which a lot of people are reporting having sold out in comic shops. So that's on you. You guys made that happen. That is true fan movement. That is true fan movement. So hail to you guys for that. Scroll down more to the chat. Did I call Comic Talk a great time? Well, I didn't mean. Well, I mean, in general, yes, but I know we're talking about you. So look, I'm trying to promote you. So if I start telling the truth about you, no one's going to tune in. So you're welcome. You're welcome for that. Andrew for $5. Thank you, Andrew. She says, also, thank you for trusting me with a wrench, unlike some people, alas, man. Hey, okay, so yeah. So nobody abuse a wrench in my chat. Nobody abused a wrench. So don't be people. So don't be people. That makes no sense. Well, to me, it made sense, but anyway. Scroll down more. Lord Dick Rapcada. Oof, damn. Stop it. This is a stream about Per Berg. Okay. KS says, I'm like a son to Elias Matt. Said he was proud of me. Then he asked if I wanted to go toss the baseball around the backyard. You weren't supposed to tell people that. I covered the medical bill. Anyway, let me not say nothing because you're just gonna rat me out. So anyway, scroll on more. Okay, I'm behind a couple hundred chats, but that is a sign of a good chat. So you know what? I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate that. So I think I'm caught up now. Do you care if I drink for the review? I hope you do because it'll be more entertaining that way. So yes, please drink for the review. So any more? Okay. Oh, this is a good piece from Nosferatu. Here we go. Again, like you could see there we go. You could see now he experiments with the colors of the red. This is actually very dope. This is something. See, here's the thing: line art by itself is not enough for good art. It's what you do with the line art, dynamic positioning, and here the use of the colors. So. And I'm going to show you guys an example from his other book, $4.99, on how you can betray his style with bad coloring. And I'm going to keep this page up for a second so I can go back to it. But let me show you what I'm talking about. So, where is it? Okay, so here we go. So these are 2 pages from this book with Richard C. Meyer, a.k.a. your boy Zach, $4.99. The one on the left was the colors that was promoted early on. And the one on the right was the final version. So you can see that when Richard C. Meyer made the obviously bad choice of going with MS Paint, well, look what it produced. It produced something really bad, and a lot of people, it betrayed Per Berg's style. It betrayed his storytelling, and it's not cool because he really did earn. He does earn his accolades. He does earn that respect by people that really understand what he's doing, but it just it just it wasn't always because of that, and it's not Narwhal's fault. It really isn't. But now we go back to the Nosferatu piece. Where is it? It was right over here, right? You can see the difference. You can see the absolute difference in how the coloring really enhances his work and makes it absolutely meta, right? So I don't even want to show the other pages in 499 because again, it's just going to remind people. It's going to get them back to that whole, what do you call it? The whole PTSD from that book. Earthbound, Grand Prix, and Nosferatu are clearly his better books, including Foreign Agent, which I think Wiggle himself said he read that book and he absolutely liked it. He said it was well written. And Narwhal doesn't get enough credit. Per Berg doesn't get enough credit for being a writer. A very good writer. MS Paint, yeah, it's definitely MS Paint inspired. That piece from 499. But as Master Panda pointed out earlier, the cell shading with the coloring is what really brings out his artwork, and it really enhances it, brings it to life. When Zach used MS Paint, look what it produced. A migraine? You can call it that. I'd call it a migraine, sure. Absolutely. Show us feet. Wait, what? You want to see feet? Listen, Mango, this is not that kind of stream. And now that I'm monetized, you have to send me a super chat if you want to see my feet. So, and it's got to be more than $10. If you guys want to see my body, oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Damn it, Mango, you're making the stream degenerate. Stop. We're talking comics here. And Per Berg, please. This is for another stream, but we'll save it for another stream, but not this one. Predator 7 says Iceberg is a storyteller first, artist second. Okay, well, that's a fair assessment. Some people have that opinion, and that's fine. Narwhal's storytelling is something that can be reckoned with for sure. So that's a fair assessment for sure. Let's see here. Okay, I don't read racism unless I'm being paid to read it. So I can't highlight the last comment about Oz Great Sage because it contains the Q word, and I can't do the Q word, so I won't do it. So, yeah. Yes, racism on this channel will now be paid. It now needs to make me money. But anyway, let me take a quick break. I didn't play this intro, so I'm gonna play it right now. So here you go.
You stole my heart, you intercepted it. Now you're gone, have to accept it. Did I meet your mom too soon? Or did I do what I always do? Yeah, we made it to the 50, and then you kissed me. We made it to the 40, a new love story. We made it to the 30, and you did me dirty right then. You put the end in tight end, and as I touched down, just like you in a game, I'm in another town, and nothing feels the same. Wish I could go back when we met that day. Oh, whoa, and throw a flag on the play.
We needed that break, so I'm glad. So now I can go on with the rest of the stream. So is this real? Says well read. No, that's an AI. that was an AI song. It just needed visuals. Helma's I hate Taylor Swift as much as I hate DG. Well, Taylor Swift is at least attractive. Give her that. Give her that. Anyway, Okay, drinking my drink. So, Per Berg's story is something that, and we can go back to one with One Punch Man as another example of what I'm gonna say, and I said it on 2 of the streams I did on One Punch Man. But don't listen to the quote unquote. If you're a creator, okay, if you're an artist and you got your book and you're producing a story, obviously be open to criticism, but don't listen to anyone tell you that you shouldn't put your book out because it doesn't look good, or they start getting really derogatory with your stuff because it doesn't look like a Rob Liefeld piece. And I said that often because there's this misconception that if it doesn't look like a Rob Liefeld piece, then it can't be good, right? They said that if it's not multi-detailed, if it doesn't look solid, if it doesn't look realistic, if it doesn't look realistic, it's not good, right? That's what they say. If it doesn't look like it's a real person or a real scene or a real scenario, then it's not good. That's what they said. But I've always maintained, and this was proven by Jesse from Pod Awful when he had Ethan on with Cyberfrog, that the normies outside of our little tiny space, they don't get too hot up on how the art looks per se. All they want to see is that it services the story and that it's fun and entertaining. And I've always maintained that a cartoonish style resonates better than an ultra realistic style because it's about visual escapism. And I've talked about this a lot. Visual escapism. Yes, Liefeld Schmeifeld, yes. Even though he's been tame as of late, but still, like I've never been a big fan of Liefeld or Jim Lee. I mean, I don't hate Jim Lee's style. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I've never been. You and my friends in high school were up their butts. I never could get into their style. It seemed kind of choppy to me, and I would forgive it if it was more stylistic. But it just, I'm not saying they're terrible artists. I'm just saying that they're not the standard. Like, I'm sure that Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld, I'm sure they have their spot in comic art lore, I guess you could say, but they're not the standard. So, but Jim Ree is ruthless. So I hear, I guess, but it says Mango. I'm just reading Mango's chats. The story of Per Berg is like all the other outliers, and we saw him do this in real time. I talked about Von Bodie. I've talked about Fletcher Hanks. I've talked about again, I mentioned one. We've talked about all these other creators that I've mentioned in my Indie Comic Outlier streams. We saw it happen with Per Berg in real time. He started out on the bottom. He honed in his style. His style brought forth their own unique fans that call themselves nards. He built a following based on that style. He shut out the criticism around him. He produced his book. The important thing is he actually produced his books. He got his books out there. He didn't just produce 2 books. He got multiple books out there. I'm going to put my camera on for this. He got multiple books out there, right? And most of those books, if not all, were critically acclaimed. That's the thing. He produced a lot of books, and they were critically acclaimed in this space. And so much so that it caught the eye of a guy like Mark Millar. Millar. I call him Millar, but some people call him Miller. I'm going to call him Millar because I can do that. I'm allowed. But anyway, so he caught the eye of Mark Millar, and now they're working together with Dark Horse Comics. This is a real-time outlier getting to a level of success. Everything that I've been saying in these last streams this last year, in the Indie Comic Outlier streams every Thursday, for the last year, everything I've been saying, it's lagging. Okay. Let me try the other camera. Okay. Is this better? How is this? This better? Is that better? I'm waiting to hear back. A little lagging still? Yeah. No lagging? Okay. No lagging. So there we go. Okay. So I'm going to have to use this camera, I guess, to show. But Narwhal's produced Okay, Naros produced his books. He's created his books. He wrote it. He drew them. He put it out there. He honed in on his style. So it's possible. You can put out multiple books and still get a level of success, and people will come back and buy your stuff. I like the stock. Actually, this is similar stock to what I use on my books, but your eyes are bleeding. Well, screw you. Screw you, Praetor. I'm a beautiful man. I'm beautiful. I think I'm beautiful. Let's see. Millar is Scottish. He'll shank you with a butter knife. Oh, I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would. A fern? Seriously? That's a spider plant. You get your foliage correct, Well-Read, or I'm not gonna be reviewing books with you anymore. Spider plants. Fern. What you talking about? That camera not helping your head. That thing. Mango. So this stream is about comic talk, about the outliers in the indie scene that push back on the narcissistic rantings of pros and people that think that their stuff isn't good enough to be seen or published. And you decided to take this moment to body shame me for no reason. You didn't even super chat me with the body shame. You just went head on. That was not necessary. That was wicked and evil. Sir, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for your life. I really am. That was Pressure, screw you. Screw you. You wish you were blind. Why are you even here? If we're talking art, right? Comic art, like indie comic art from indie comic outliers. Why would a blind man care about what we're doing? This is in Braille. You need to be not blind to want to see this and appreciate it. What's wrong with you? I was trying to make the point that Narwhal, Per Berg, produces his books. He gets it out there. Respectful to the fans, right? Kindness and professionalism, respectful. And it pays off. It pays off. Get some filters, please. Think of the chat. What am I, Katie did? I don't need filters. I like my face. I like my organic presence. That head is as big as the book. Okay. How is this ugly boggling doing on your stream? What is this ugly? Why is he in your? I'll be back. Ha ha, Osgreat Sage. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha. He's a Road Warrior Drake fan because he's blind. That was so original. That was so mind-blowingly deep. It really was. Yeah. No, it's not happening. I'm not giving people the victory. I'm not giving it to a guy in this room. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You think you're going to have it, but you're not. It's not coming. So let's be serious again, guys. Let's be serious again. Can we try that? Can we attempt it? I know we can. I believe in you. I believe in you because Per Berg's story needs to be studied because comic creators don't think it can happen. It can happen. If you have your own style and you hone in on it and you create well-made stories at a timely manner and get them out there, guess what? You can build your audience that way. And on top of that, and I'm not repeating myself, but it bears repeating. On top of that, being respectful and kind to the community and professional does pay off. It does pay off. Mango says, I'm so happy that our last met looks like 7-Eleven Pitbull from mid-2010s. I remember that guy. I remember Pitbull. I can't believe you remember Pitbull. But yeah, he was a thing. He was a thing. Have you covered Cerberus yet? So, whether it's Dave Sims' art or Gerhard's art, the artwork in Cerberus has always been like top notch, like amazing. Especially when Gerhard took over, the art was like next level with the Cerberus comics. It wouldn't be appropriate for these streams because I'm talking about when I say indie comic outliers, I'm talking about artists that don't fit the norm in what's termed acceptable in comic art, that have defied standards in art and have actually pushed out unique designs in their work and have created a fan base with it. Gerhard and Sim's art is good, very good. It's the standard 70s, 80s stuff, but Gerhard was like next level. Like he's one of those artists that doesn't get talked about often, which is a shame because he's right up there with the greats, in my opinion. So. Oh wait, you talking about? Oh, you mean Narwhal Cerberus? Oh wait a minute. Well, you know what? My comment stands. My comment, Cerberus. I don't know. Wait, did you mean Cerberus? Did you mean Cerberus? I think you meant Cerberus. I think you did. Wilbur says now that the sums are DED, what do you want your kingdom to be called? Oh, you talk about KSS? Well, don't. Why are you subbing for KSS? This isn't his channel. This is my channel. Wait, Bear says kind to the community. You aren't kind to us. No, I deflect. When you chuck your spears at me, Bear, I deflect. Don't confuse defense with offense. I'm just existing, and you guys chuck your spears at me in violence and hate, and I deflect. That's what I'm doing. I'm just reacting. I'm like a dog chasing cars. That's what I am. Osgrade says, Aladdin wants peace. He is the new defeat the evil. Why? Because I exist? Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, Cerberus by Norwell. No, I haven't covered that yet. But that was a good conversation about Gerhard with Cerberus because, and I'm going a little bit off the track on this one, but I can't stress enough how underrated and how overlooked Gerhard is with Cerberus. So, and I think that more conversations need to be had on Gerhard Cerberus. But let's go to Cerberus by Narwhal, aka Per Berg. There's a copy on eBay. Let's look at the eBay listing for it. Currently going for $40. Oh, by the way, I just got an eBay warning. Check this out. There's a data breach on February 25th. Off the record, on February 24, 2025, an eBay data breach may have exposed sensitive information. Use Malwarebytes. Okay, so there you go. So if you have Malwarebytes, scan now because there's been a data breach on eBay. So there you go. The Chinese are taking over. This is the cover for Cerberus. You guys can see this, right? I'm sure you can. There's the back cover. There's the outline for the story. When Lee Button's human master is murdered, he begins an investigation to find the killer. His only lead, it was another dog that did it. Lee's investigation will take him through the animal kingdom of the city of Seattle, Washington, as he parallels a human investigation happening in England. So there you go. That's Cerberus. Did I miss your super chat? I'll get to it. Hold on. I probably didn't even see it because I didn't get to it yet. But look at it. I enjoy the thickness of this book. This is meat. That's meat right there when it comes to how many pages a book should have. So let me see. She says I missed a super chat. Let me see. Let me scroll up. I didn't see a super chat, but I will find it right now. Let's see. Where is it? Where is the super chat? Because I have read all your super chats until now. I don't see it. Did you? Yeah, I don't see your last super chat, Angela. I don't see it.
The super chat, I won't be.
Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, I see it. Never mind. I got it. Okay, here we go. $2 from Angela Curry. She says, "How about Mark Oh, I really got to read these, don't I?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, well, here it goes. $2 from Angela Curry. How about Mark Mallard? Quack. See, when I try to be serious, it doesn't get met with the same reciprocal sentiment. Instead, it's violence, mockery, body shaming, all the tricks. And now you guys are weaponizing super chats against me. This is bad. This is really bad. This is abuse. This is absolute abuse for real. KSS says, I'm the king of the slums, and now that the slums are DED, I am now king of a new kingdom. A kingdom I hereby call the Slums 2. That's amazing. That's an inspirational title. The Slums 2. There you go, guys. We're all part of the Slums 2 now. Slums 2. There you go. Andrew says, feeling D-wordy. Hope that data breach will not expose my bare ass in art form. Well, you put it out there, probably it's already out there. So there you go. I think Chris Bacon may have found that, Mango. So Chris Bacon probably has your ass docs, and it's getting posted. So there you go. Let's see here. We'll write this Comicsgate instead of IBS Comicsgate, or just comics in general. Like, enough with the labels. I don't associate with that label anymore. So let us just focus on comics. I'm good with that. Let's see. The Slums 2 sounds fancy. I know you would think that. Absolutely. Foreign Agent was thick too. I think you meant the book, right, Pertor? Yeah, I think you meant the book. I'll accept that you meant the book. Because if not, then well, I don't judge you. But anyway, yeah, more examples of the interiors of Cerberus. See, I love books that are that thick because that means you're getting substantial content for your money. You're not getting 40 or 60 pages of a fraction of a story. You're getting a complete story. I'm big on that. Let me drink my drink as I scroll down to the chats. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Andrew says, I'm going to commission a last one to join me, Mark Mallard. Well, I guess money's green, right? All money is green. Angela also wants Brokeback Mountain too. Oh, well, is that what it is? Bringing that down. No breakdown coming, guy in this room. No breakdown is happening. You will not break me. I'm together. I'm together. So, haha to you. Haha to you. It's not happening. So, Oret says he will not hit the like button. I'm so gonna fight with Japan when I go on stream tonight with you. I'm so gonna fight with. I mean, well, this. I appreciate your lack of commentary, so thank you. Thank you for that. Did I just download a? No, that was my malware bytes notification. So, totally not. So, there we go. So, Slum 2 is fancy. We have boxed one. Oh, well, I see you back to your original avatar. That's your avatar you got to stick with, KSS. Stick with that avatar. It works. But it was very good seeing reports of Vatican City being sold out and seeing Per Berg hitting the big time. I mean, maybe it's not the big time because there's still that Netflix deal awaiting. So Vatican City has to go to Netflix for it to really achieve that level of meta success. So we need to see this. And this, by the way, does look like a Netflix series with the blood and the gore. So yes, I expect that. So that's next in the pipeline. And there's quite a few comic book related stories that get adapted to streaming. It will happen. I think it may happen. And then we will truly say that Per Berg hit the big time. 100% he hit the big time. Richie Dupe says, to celebrate Narnar success, I'm using some Swedish snus nicotine. Well, smoke one on me. So there you go. What if Netflix makes an animated version of Vatican City in his style? It could only work in his style. Because here's the thing: if people are buying his books and they're liking it, Netflix would be unwise to deviate from that style. I think in that style, it will really just blow people's minds off. 100%. Mango says, in a Netflix adaptation, Drake will be played by a... No, he will not. He will not. You will not Snape Road Warrior Drake. That will not happen. I will not let it happen. I will BLM anyone that does that to my character. That will not happen. 100%. Take it to the bank. Well, before I do that, of course. Because you won't take anything to my bank if I did that, because you'll just hold me to account, and then I won't be, whatever you want to call it. And just sign up for Cerberus Part 2 coming soon. So there's the sign up page for Narwhal's Cerberus Part 2. If you haven't already, there it is. So all you nards out there, get on it. Get on it and help build this guy's career. He's already broken doors. It's funny because he was part of a group of people that were harassed by some big guys in CG. And now he's one of those in that same group that's finding themselves successful. Irina Shokowski is going to be doing the Osaka Con in May. That's next month. She's going to be out in Japan selling copies of her books. Just like Iconic with Common America. And if we really do like comics, we care about it, then we just have to build. We got to build something. We got to build a community, not a boring one, but something exciting and inspiring. Excitement and inspiration. What's missing is the inspiration part. And hear me out for a second. The inspiration part where instead of going out to a stream, seeing a bunch of grown men gossiping and inspiring anger in you, they inspire anger in you by making you hate someone that you have no personal relationship with. You're just seeing through the lens of the people on the stream some issue that really doesn't affect you when all is said and done. And it shouldn't affect you because it's nothing to do with you. Right? So you're watching that and you get this sense of misplaced war, misplaced offense. Like you got stabbed in the back. Even though what happened or transpired had nothing to do with you as a viewer. You're just watching it and you've been told that this guy's a bad guy. He's the bad guy. So we have to turn our attention to him and struggle session him, or else we will blacklist him and do the Emmanuel ghosting with him. We'll do the Snowball from Animal Farm and blame him for all the ills. If you ever read Animal Farm, everything that's happened in the CG circle, that book tells the whole story. Okay, it says, in all actuality, I've ordered Vatican City and congratulate Narwhal on his success and wish him $1 million and further success. Did you mean Ricada million or genuine million? Because we know what the Ricada million means. So the Ricada million, we know what that means. It is definitely possible to make comics, build your style, not be a copycat, but actually build your own style, build your fan base, nurture that fan base, and grow and really build something for yourself and become an influential figure in comics lore. Narwhal stands for what he believes in. Says, well, Red, we can all respect that. Yeah, don't cave in, don't bend the knee, don't kiss the ring. Produce what you produce out of your head and your heart, and when those fans start coming in, that's who you latch on to. KSS says, it's almost as if you want true success, you need to be chased away from a handful of people. You mean chased away from, not chased away, to leave, depart from the drama sector, depart from the degenerate sector, depart from all that nonsense, because none of that inspires people to buy books. They're definitely not inspired to talk about the books. So really, what are you losing as a creator when you walk away from that sector? You don't really lose anything. You just have to work harder to bring in people that like what you do. And it's definitely possible, but you really got to be in it for the long haul. Mango says, Emmanuel Goldstein? Yes, from 1984. The character in Animal Farm would be Snowball. So Snowball and Emmanuel Goldstein are similar in what they represent. If you really want to go even deeper, it's like the Leon Trotsky metaphor. But they represent the enemy of the state that is blamed for everything. So there you go. George Orwell was inspired by CG true story. Yeah, apparently he went back in time, and there you go. That's what he saw. He said, you know what? Fuck Soviet Russia. I'm writing about Comicsgate. There you go. That's it. So there you go. He worked hard for this respect. Yeah, you know what? Exactly. That's why he's where he's at right now. We saw his progression in real time. Everything I talked about in my previous streams about individual creators from the past, Narwhal fulfilled it. I DM'd you content. Thank me, says well read. You DM me on X or on Discord? Let's see. I'm gonna find out right now. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, okay, wait. Hold on. I think I see something here. Oh, okay, never mind. That's Angels of the Renaissance. Okay, yeah, I see the artwork, buddy. I see that. That's pretty good. That's some good stuff. So I'm guessing it's on Discord. So let me go to Discord for a second. All right. Oh wait, I'm gonna make sure I don't share my tab. Okay, good. I'm not sharing that tab. So as I go on Discord, if you guys are still watching, if you haven't already, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Help me go over the engagement. For those of you that super chatted, thank you for the super chats. I appreciate the super chats. Thank you. So let's see here. Oh wait, what are you showing me, Well-Read? What is this? Wait, hold on. First, I gotta make sure I'm not showing my chat. Am I gonna get in trouble for this? I think I. Oh wait, hold on. This is some more Red Comics. This is why nobody watches this channel. Here we go.
Because it's not tall enough.
Oh, you're making me play WWF content. You know I'm gonna get struck for that. Well, Red. You know I'm gonna get struck for that. Oh, this is cancel culture. This is cancel culture on display. You made me play WWE content, and they're gonna strike me. Thank you, Well-Read. Thank you for that. You're incredible. You're incredible. You are an inspiration for all of us. Thank you so much for that. So, and it's funny. Once I go to my DMs, I see a bunch of DMs now. So, including one interesting one, but that'll be off stream. Success favors the bold. What that means is shy people don't get successful. Don't be shy. The great Kevin, and this is a bit crass, but the great Kevin Samuels once said, "What's the difference between pussies and assholes? Assholes get shit done." Take that for what it's worth. Where's Hen's wrench? She's a witch. She can shrink. Don't make me read that. That's not even a super chat, so I shouldn't even be reading it. But still, I highlighted your comment, and Hen knows the rules. You got to be a regular to get a wrench, and she's been coming around often. I do appreciate Hen having here. I switched the word order around. I appreciate having Hen around here. Hen has to be coming here more often and active, and when I see that, maybe I'll give her a wrench. Maybe. We'll see. But there's a chance, but still. Who would I talk about? Are we from? You didn't give me a super chat. Did Carol Colors give me a super chat? I need confirmation of that. There's no super chat from Carol. Hold on. What? No. What happened? That never happened. Anyway, scroll down more. Okay, I'm behind the chat. Oh, I'm really behind the chat. I'm gonna have to hit that down button. Okay, but just make sure I didn't miss any chat. Here we go. Okay, very good. That's right. Sub to Well-Read's channel, so you guys can see our shitty review of a book. Because why not? Yeah, Sting was the man. I love Sting. Sting was the man. Crow Sting was the bomb. Night Letter Time. No, but apparently there's a poll on X right now, and I made the list. So, and I may or may not get a vote. I don't know, but it's out there, so it'll be funny. So, Oscar says, he said, "Please get yeft." They do. You like how he said that, right? You like how he said that. Guys says, "Stupid quote. Ethan's an asshole." Well, he's getting shit done. Now he's fucking up right now, but he is getting stuff done. I mean, he did before. The idea is that if you're timid and don't take that step forward, you're not gonna achieve success. I'm not saying be a jerk to people, but as a man, there's that gene within us that it's the same gene that makes us be assholes to people. But if you discipline that gene and just move forward with it, you can get stuff done. You can actually make things happen. The nice guys finish last for a reason. That's what they say, right? Well, there's a science behind that. Oh, Mike Millar wants a wrench. So again, the rule. Oh, you don't want it? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say something, but you said it. You said you're just kidding. There you go. Okay, well, there you go. I was gonna say something, but welcome to the chat, Mike. Appreciate you having you here. Well, Red says Mike doesn't want a wrench, so give him a wrench. Why are you giving me orders? What? Oh, wait, Per says I'm writing a night letter, but I'm not gonna sign it and make him guess. Guidance says asshole is a bad choice of word. Assertive, maybe. Okay, so the idea is if we're talking about extremes, like the shy guy versus the jerk. So two opposite ends of the extreme. Yeah, I mean, when you speak in generalities, obviously not everything is 100%, but in general, and I'll keep it clean. In general, the jerks get stuff done, and the shy people don't. It's a general thing, but as you said before, assertive, yeah, you can call it assertive, sure. Some people think assertiveness is being mean to people. I know, I know what you mean. I agree with it. I use the word that I use because it just gets to the point. You know, and you could debate details later on that. CG Mike is an important part of the community. Wrench CG Mike. Okay, again, he has to be here. And I told this ahead. You got to be here often. You got to participate. And once I see that, then I give you a wrench. So I just do. So let's see. Let's see. Lady Shadowman says, nice guys finish last because they finished their ladies first. Oh, well. Okay, well, there you go. On that note, I think I'm going to call the stream so I can get myself ready to be on Will Red's channel. The link has been dropped because I'm too lazy to go back and put the link in the chat. So not going to do it. But it's been dropped in the chat. Go over to Will Red's channel. I will be there at 10:30. We're going to review Joe Sontag's book. And it'll be a good time, I think. I'll try to make it fun. I'll try to make it entertaining. So I will not put you to sleep. But thank you guys for the super chats. I appreciate it. Thank you for the like button and for helping this stream overcome the shadow ban. And big up to Narwhal, big up to Per Berg for his success and for where he's going to go with this. And a lot of people are talking about it. They're excited. And this is going to be a big thing for Dark Horse, for independent comics in general. And this is going to be a lesson. This is going to be a lesson to creators on which path to go. Which way, creator? Which way do you go? Bloodsport and super chat? Or hard work, perseverance, and letting your books speak for yourself?
don't